Hey guys, I am here today to talk to you about designing the pickguard. So first things first, just to give you a heads up, at every single Reach and Teach show, we give away a custom designed guitar. It's an electric guitar, a Fender, it's a real playable guitar to one lucky student on your school campus. But the best part is the pickguard of the guitar can be designed by one of your students. So if you have a student that is super interested in graphic design, or maybe they have some really great drawing talents or graphic design talents, and they would like to design this custom piece to go on the guitar, be sure and let us know. Now, there are some guidelines, so I want to share with you the guidelines for the custom pickguard design. So let me get those shared. Okay, so we're going to go through a couple of things. You do not have to be a professional graphic designer to be able to participate. Even if you sketch something out on a piece of paper, our graphic designer can make those ideas come to life. So a few things to think about. First of all, you guys are not designing the entire guitar, just the pickguard. And you will be provided with a Photoshop template file that you can use to design the pickguard. Now, remember I mentioned you do not have to be a professional. So if you've never worked with Adobe Photoshop before, don't stress about it. You can just put your ideas together, sketch them out, and send them to our graphic designer, and we can make it come to life with your ideas. A few things, if you are using the Adobe Photoshop template file, notice that there are some red lines on that file. It's the outline of the pickguard. Anything outside of these red lines on the template will not print. Okay, so if you have any words or you have any designs that you want printed on the pickguard, make sure that they are within the red lines on that template. Another thing you'll notice is there's some cutouts. So there's some more red lines for the buttons and the guitar pickups, and anything inside these cutouts will not print as well. So you want to make sure all of your text, all of your graphics are within the area that will print. Okay. So if you're working with Adobe Photoshop, make sure that you are using layers for your graphic elements. Okay. Do not, I repeat, do not place graphics on the template layer. Okay. So you want to keep the template layer on top to ensure that your elements are not getting cut off, but don't place graphics on the template layer. So you want to create a layer for each one of your graphic elements. Okay. Lastly, do not merge your layers. When you're working with Photoshop, do not merge your layers, because we will need to separate the layers just to make the final edits before we send it to print. Another good thing to think about is try your very best to use high resolution graphic elements. So any photos or any graphics that you include on the design, make sure they are super high resolution, because even if it looks good on your screen, it may not print well. So those low resolution elements may print blurry, and it just won't look good. So make sure you're using high resolution graphic elements. This is the most important part. Your final design has to be submitted 3 weeks prior to the concert date. That is so that we have enough time to make final edits and send it to our print shop. Okay, so once it goes to the print shop, we have to get it printed, we have to pick it up, and we have to install it on the electric guitar. So there's a whole big long process from when we receive your final design to it actually being on the final guitar. So make sure you get those designs in 3 weeks prior to the concert, so we have enough time to get that guitar back and ready to give away at your school. So on this guidelines sheet, you can see we've included a few different photos of pickguards in the past that different schools have done. Every single guitar is going to be a different color. There's no way for us to really know which color will go with your pick guard. So you want to design something that goes good with really any color. You can see we've had blue guitars, we've had teal guitars, we've had brown, we've had black, we've had white, we've had ivory, we've had all different color guitars in the past, but these are just a few of the pick guards, and you'll notice it is only the pick guard that is being designed, not the whole guitar. Okay. So these are a few that we've used in the past. Once you get your design finalized, you will submit your design and your questions, any questions that you have throughout the design process, you will submit that to our graphic designer, Tony Pierce. And this is his email address down here at the bottom of the guideline sheet. We have also shared with you guys a Google Drive that has many different pickguard designs in it from all different schools that we've worked with. So take some time to browse through that Google Drive, maybe get inspired. A lot of our schools will create something that has to do with their school, maybe their mascot or their school colors. So try to think what's going to be a really cool thing for you to create and to ultimately be given away to one lucky student at your school. So be sure, reach out with questions. You can contact Tony or Ashlyn with questions. Tony's email address is at the bottom of the guideline sheet that your teacher, that you guys have been provided access to. So yeah, we can't wait to see what you come up with. This is always one of my favorite parts of concert day, is being able to see your designs come to life. So good luck. We can't wait to see it.